Okay, so Brett and I are just going to do a little bit of work on his forehand, and it's going to feed you a couple balls. These balls are just normal rally balls. Every ball I want you to try and get the ball to excellent quality. So that is a ball that's rising. You're doing a good job again. Stay nice and close when you make little adjustments. Okay, you notice every single ball that I'm feeding Brett right now is at his waist. Okay, so when you see the ball at his waist, the kind of feeling is a hitting feeling. And we know a hitting feeling is racket before and after impact. And all balls we play at our waist is slightly up for our body because we don't have the ball too far. They're going to run a hitting zone. Now, when I give him a high ball, the adjustment Brett has to make is he has to take the ball a little bit later. What we're noticing is when he plays, he's came back from nationals, a lot of players are throwing up high balls against him. And he was having trouble with swinging volleys and higher balls above his shoulder. He was trying to take the ball too early, which is way out in front. He was actually running out of the hitting zone. So we're going to practice on taking the ball a little bit later. Still use that hitting feeling, but you're going to take your forehand a little bit later. Okay. So I'll be a little bit higher. It's going to be above the shoulders, and we're just trying to center the ball again. You can still use your feet, but the ball comes a little bit higher. Good. Again. Okay. Good. And you can get this feeling like you're almost stepping past the ball. So what happens is it kind of looks like you're letting the ball come to you. Okay, where you're used to playing the ball at your shoulders. Now we're in this position, if I want to take the ball later and it's high, I almost have to get a little bit past it. Adjust with my feet, my body position, so I can take the ball slightly later. I still want to use the same unit turn and setup. I just want to get a little bit past it. That's better. Use your body to get past it. I'm going to come up a little bit higher shoulder height. And still take the ball on top of the bounce. That's it again. Top of the bounce. Okay, now you want to get up on that ball. That's the one. That's quality. Maintain that quality. That's good. Again, try and get set up. Step a little bit early at the peak of the ball. Okay, good. And again, step nice and early. Take that impact early. Good. Center the ball. So you can see it's tough. So sometimes, and this is what was happening in the tournament, when the ball was getting above the shoulders, it's really difficult to play the ball up here. We got to try and keep the ball like you're pushing books off the shelf here at shoulder height. The timing is very, very important, okay, and that setup is very important, okay, to make sure we get the ball there, okay, so we want to cure two things. We want the setup to be a little bit earlier, still get that hitting feeling, racket speed before and after impact at shoulders, and still step by the ball a little bit, okay? Good work, okay? Let's see if we can get like 7 out of 8 balls, 7 out of 10 balls, that's it. Okay, shoulder height again, time it, okay, nice and clean, time that ball again. That's the sound we want to have. That's the one that we're looking for. That's the one. Here, they put up that high roller. That's very nice. And again. Okay, good. So we're going to continue to work on that in point situations. So we talked about a couple of things. We talked about a normal rally ball. So where you're going to get on this side, you just see. I'll borrow your rack for a second. Okay, so a rally ball where we have the ball here. And when we get the ball a little bit higher, our impact point's a little bit later. Okay, well, we were playing the ball out here, and Brett was running at a hitting zone in the tournament, the ball was going into the net. We had no hitting zone left. Okay? Now, when we get a ball that's really, really low, since these players are giving you some slices now, this is a great opportunity to use short angle, and also you have to move your impact point out. Okay, and use our small muscle groups. Now, our impact points can be a little bit further. I'm going to feed you some shorter balls, okay? And this is going to give you an opportunity to actually try a shorter angle ball. The ball's going to be exiting the doubles line. So it's that nice early short angle. Okay, it's a nice little ripping sound. Okay, so your rack, it's almost like a pull return. A rack is really, really fast after. So again, let it go again. Oh, you can feed lower, there's a lower feed. That's the one, that's the one. Try to get a lower feed. That's it. So our impact point's nice and early. Very nice. And tell me about the feeling you want to be having with that ball. What do you do? Yeah, so maybe a little bit before, but a lot of it's after. And to do that, it's your small muscle groups, right? What's your small muscle groups? Elbow and wrist, okay? So I can see that. When I give you that low ball, it's a good opportunity for you to hurt your opponent and go a short angle. Impact's really, really very nice. You see that ball exiting instead of doubles out. Very nice grip again. Okay, good. Now, if I give you a ball around your waist height, what is that kind of feeling you think you'd be having there?
Like it's pretty much like the same speed.
So it's a hitting action, racket speed before and after impact. Okay, so when you get a ball that's at your waist, so it's more of a hitting action. That's a normal rally ball. Racket speed before and after. That's your rhythm you want to create. there you go. And finally, when you get a higher ball, what kind of feeling that might be?
There's a lot of like speed before impact.
Okay. A lot of speed before impact. Okay, so more like a jab?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a high ball a little bit later, and then a jab. Very nice. High ball later, and then a jab. And again, high ball later, and a jab. Very nice. So we're going to continue with our next lesson, and we're going to continue to work on this in our ground strokes when we see different balls. Now, another issue at Nationals we had is that when the person was putting up a high moon ball, you could have taken that ball out of the air. And what do you think? What kind of you want to take the ball at your waist, low or high? What do you think would be a good idea? Shoulder height, it's a little bit higher. And now the adjustment we're going to make in our next lesson with the swinging volleys is taking the ball a little bit later at shoulder height. Okay, that's what we're going to do next. Okay, good work. Okay, good.